Hey guys, so the current situation is financially difficult for most people. I know some people actually potentially are better off, but for the majority of people it's a worrying time at the very least. I know a lot of people are just maybe cancelling all the direct debits left, right and centre to be on the safe side. I have been absolutely overwhelmed by the number of members that have told me explicitly that they've cancelled every non-essential direct debit except us, which is flattering and heartwarming, and I hope that we make sure we deliver something that more than repays that faith in us. But financially in general, I get that a lot of people are worse off, and that's a concern. And there's one thing you definitely wouldn't do though if your money was getting worse, the situation was looking less good. You know, you might rearrange where some of your money goes, you might spend less on certain things. If you've got investments that aren't performing, you might move them from one place to another. You might take some money out of one bank account, put it in another, all those sorts of things. But you wouldn't just take all your money and burn it. And that's the equivalent that we do with our health and fitness. That when things aren't quite going as we'd like them to be, we don't always pivot, we don't always change approach, we don't always just accept that sometimes there's fluctuations in the market, things are a little bit up and a little bit down. As long as overall we're doing better than we would have done otherwise, as long as it's 2 steps forward, 1 step back, we carry on. And ideally our health and fitness should be exactly the same. Again, you don't break your watch and then stamp on it to finish it off, writing it off. You don't prang your car and then drive it into a wall at full speed to finish the job, to write it off. We don't do the same with our finances. When they start to suffer, we immediately fix them or do what we can, or at the very least, it's damage limitation. We don't do the equivalent of taking our money out of the bank and burning it because it's not going quite as we'd like it to do. So why do we do the same with our health and fitness? If you've been doing the same with your health and fitness, just a little nudge for you that perhaps that doesn't make sense. Sure, this period, lockdown, whatever we call it, however long it goes on for, may not be a time for setting personal bests for some people, for most people, but it doesn't have to be a time of doing essentially nothing, of abandoning our health and fitness, of letting it slip backwards, of allowing our mind and body to suffer more than it has to. As always guys, like these videos, give them a like.